Hi guys! I have another video here for you. In this video, I will be discussing this idea of trying. I'll attempt to describe the internal process of control, and I'll talk about what trying could mean for you, and then I'll give you an exercise to release control. So let's dive right on in. What do I mean by trying? I mean, we try so hard at things. We try so hard at being disciplined. We try so hard at losing weight, at kicking addictions, at trying to be the best we can be. We try so hard at being motivated, at managing our time. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm so fucking sick of trying. This idea of trying can be a way that we are attempting to control, alter, or deny something about ourselves or about the world. What we want to change, we believe will make us better, hence the trying. But it's ironic because we don't change by trying to change. The more we hold on, the less power we have. When we are trying, there's a voice in our head telling us, if only we can control this thing, we will be worthy. So we buy into this belief and we attempt to squeeze ourselves into an idea that will bring us worthiness. But there's another part of us that's resisting control for some reason or another. I like to think of this process as two people inside of us competing. The first person wants to keep everything in order. They have an idea of how things should be. They look into the future and create the best plan of attack or approach. Now they believe in order to survive, they have to follow this plan. This other person wants to rebel against this order. They don't want to be controlled, so they attempt to sabotage their timetable. They believe that there's more important things to do than following their plan of attack. They could even know something that this other person doesn't know because they're rigidly controlling their environment. This conflict is going on inside of you when you are trying. Now, like I said in the beginning, there's this belief, this underlining belief that your life has to be a certain way for you to be worthy. They both, or one of them, has bought into this. You have bought into this idea. And it creates anxiety. Because if you don't follow it, what you think, how you think you should be, or how you think something should go, you feel anxious because you feel you're not worthy. And then there's the opposite side, or the other side, that if you follow it and you are successful at controlling whatever it is you're controlling, you will be fearful that you will lose control and you won't be worthy anymore. So for example, you believe that to lose weight, you have to manage your calorie intake. You have to adhere to a strict routine. You have to get lots of rest and drink lots of water. So you attempt to control all of these areas because you believe that once controlled, you will lose weight and you will be worthy. There's a lot of anxiety there, and you probably could guess. But the thing is that idea could be wrong. You know, like those strategies could get you to where you want to go, but there could be a better way. And I'm here to tell you that a lot of times it's a belief we have that needs to be changed. Because in reality, your body knows what it's doing. It's intelligent. It can regulate itself. And if only you would get out of the way. I mean, I'm not saying that this is like you aren't supposed to do anything. You know, you just like, oh, ignore everything and just keep on eating shit and just never move. Like, that's not what I'm saying. It's obviously that's not going to fix itself. But if you allow it, if you stop trying to control, it can work its magic. And so the first step is to release control, to get it all out. And to do that, I'll give you a little exercise. Okay, so this exercise is to release control. I want you to get a pen and paper, pencil and paper, whatever your heart desires. And I want you to write out all the areas in your life that you're trying. Write out all the areas that you feel are out of control and you want some control in it. Do that now. You can pause, whatnot. I want you to let all that shit out that's been draining your energy. Just let it all out on the paper. Keep going if it feels like it's still coming. Now I want you to look at it. I mean, really look at the words. Look at the ideas and the beliefs that are underlining what you wrote. Okay, so now that you looked at it, I want you to close your eyes and say to yourself, I forgive myself. I want you to keep repeating it until it sets in and you cannot be so hard on yourself. So just close your eyes. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. Keep going if you need to. Now let's go back to what you wrote down and ask yourself, could any of these things that you wrote down, could they not be true? Could they be based on beliefs that are not true? You may find that your attempt at controlling is not necessary. That the world's way of doing things, that the world's way of doing things is exactly how you would do it. Or, oftentimes, the world's way is way better than you can even imagine. So it really doesn't make sense for you to control it, because it's already wise. It already knows what it's doing. So why do we get so worked up over controlling our life? I mean, can you laugh at it? Can you laugh at the absurdity of us controlling everything? I mean, really, we're controlling things with our minds. We're attempting to only use our will. And our will can do a lot, but it doesn't have to. Okay, so I'm going to add another little part in here. It's kind of like EFT, or like tapping, that kind of process. You can look it up. It's amazing work, very somatic, works with your body's energies. You're tapping on meridian points, all that kind of stuff. You can look it up. Gala Darling has amazing tapping videos that she just started. I don't think she just started, but they're on YouTube. Look her up, Gala Darling. But so this last part I'm going to have you guys do is you're going to repeat something. So I want you to say, even though, insert whatever you've been doing or believing. So for example, even though, let's see if I can find something in my own life. Okay, even though I've been telling myself that I have to control my creativity and my writing times, I deeply and completely forgive myself and accept myself. And you can say it over again. You can even close your eyes. Even though I've been telling myself I have to control my creativity and my writing, I deeply and completely forgive and accept myself. Now, I want you to come up with a better belief, one that's more freeing. So, for my example, I can come up with a belief that my creativity my writing comes when it wants to come, and I just gotta let it out, or go do something else if it's not wanting to come. I mean, I don't have to control everything, and I don't have to believe that if I'm not writing, if I'm not using my time wisely, that I'm a bad person. That I'm unworthy, that I can't do this, that, wrapping up all of my worthiness in this idea that I think how things should be. Now, I believe that creativity and writing and expressing myself, all that can come when it wants to come. I don't have to control it. And I'm worthy whether I write, whether I create, or whether I don't. So do that for yourself and write out. You can write it out, you can say it, even though I've been telling myself blank. I deeply and completely forgive and accept myself, and then come up with a better belief. And lastly, I want to talk about what trying could mean. So this idea of trying, it could be procrastination, it could be like longing for something that we just feel like we can't do. I mean, it is kind of, trying is wanting to do something or thinking we have to do something and not doing it, I really like the quote by Yoda. It's like, do or do not. There is no try. Because, I mean, we either are doing something or we're not doing something. So when we get caught up in the trying, what can it mean? It can mean, one, that you're not meant to be doing it. That your soul is not feeling it. It's not what you're supposed to do. And you are trying to force it into something that it don't want to do. Or two, it could mean that your soul, like you really want to do it. It's really what you're called to, but there's fear. There's something holding you back. And, you might need to work through something. And writing it out can help. Talking with somebody else, talking with a friend, being like, I'm trying to do this thing, but I can't do it. Like, I don't know why. I know it sounds crazy, and I keep, telling people I'm trying or wanting to do this, but I can't. Talk it out. Figure it out. But also, figure out if you're trying to do something, and it's really not what you want to do. Why do you want to do it? Look behind. Look at the reasons behind why you're trying to do something, and that could help. Okay, well, I hope you really liked this video. I'm going to try to do more because it's kind of fun. I like talking to you. Yeah, so if you liked it, like it below, or subscribe, whatever you like.